Today we're going to turn this into that. Welcome to the most amazing, advanced, unique PEMF chair ever made. I can say that because I don't think there's anything else like that out there. And if you got here by accident somehow and you're like, what the hell is PEMF? I'm sorry you live under a rock. Okay, joke aside, I'll get you out of your rock. PEMF is what we like to call a biohacking tool. And no, it's not a bad thing, and we're not hacking anything. Biohackers are simply people that are looking for different avenues outside Western medicine, things that help you heal your body in a non-addictive way, cheap, and something you can do at home, don't have to be in a hospital. Now, the reason why it's not out there is very simple. There's no money into it. So the big pharma not only is not interested in it, it does not want this knowledge to go. Okay? So, welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. Let's build this thing. Now, you may ask yourself, what is PEMF and how does it work and why is it so magical? And by the way, magic is science we don't understand yet, okay? So let's put that aside. There is a lot of knowledge and a lot of research made in PEMF and how it can help you. I like to call it PEMF, by the way, okay? So let's call it PEMF from now on, right? So I got commissioned to make a chair PEMF quite a while back, and my Patreon has been aware of this because I got all the plan and the detail how to build this bad boy right on my Patreon page there. But today, to give something new to this system, I want to talk about why is PEMF such a good thing. At the core, after all the biology classes I've taken, racking my brain around it, spending thousands of hours trying to understand these stupid freaking scientific paper, I came to conclude the following. Cellular signaling. Now that is a mouthful for a Frenchman to say in English. Cellular signaling. Now what does that mean? That's the way your cell communicates with one another. There's like 3 ways to communicate: if they're touching, if they're close by, if they're a little further apart. Now, we are pretty sure that aging is caused by cellular signaling degradation, right? So PEMF comes along and makes this better. How did this do it? Very simple. Your little cell have antennas, PEMF comes in there, shakes the heavy metal out of it, and then next thing you know, the cells can communicate better. So instead of a gibberish freaking signal, they're getting a clear signal. Something that when you're young is happening all the time. It's like playing telephone. The last person in line always, you know, have a weird message to communicate with the rest of the group. So, PEMF enhance that system, which is one of the most magical thing ever. Remember, magic is science we don't understand. All right, so I guess we should talk about the build. You know, guys, if you know to build a mini mat, you can build yourself a chair. The same components are there and everything else. It's just 5 coils in series on the bum part and 5 coils in series on the back part. And then just connect the ZK with that precious little box of mine, that Nanook, and then off you go. Now, the reason why I build things the way I do is, first of all, it works. Second, it's easily adaptable to all kinds of ideas that we can come up with, right? I came to this world with the clear intention to help, to debunk, to push the industry to give a much more affordable product at a much higher quality, right? Don't try to sell a $40,000 unit to somebody that doesn't need it, right? Anyway, that's a story for another day. My goal is simple. I want to help people getting knowledge. And the knowledge they get, well, guess what? They push it back to the industry and they start asking questions like, how many Webers does your thing makes? They cannot answer that, right? I know they can. But in time, they will be. Because sooner or later, and I'm working really hard right now trying to find a really easy way to compare different mat. And I think I'm on the verge of doing it. So I'm just gonna need the help of a couple math guys and physics guy to confirm my math, because I'm not a mathematic kind of guy. I mean, I can read it, but I cannot really write it. So these guys, they freak me out. They're so smart. So I love my PEMF chair. It's awesome. And I love sharing this stuff with you guys. I love when people ask me, I mean, I didn't even think of that. Somebody contacted me and they're like, hey, listen, I spent a lot of time on my chair and I'd like to PEMF when I'm sitting in there. And then we just brain teased and we came up with using this thing, and I was like, yeah, I can do that for you. And off we went. So we went from this to that. And the steps are really simple. Started with this little cushion that I bought from Amazon. And then a cheap yoga mat that you can find anywhere. Then my ZK that I love very much. And then Nanook 310. And then the base plate for the 3D printing is on my Patreon. Then you got to put the coils on the side, not the side you're going to sit on, but the back side of that seat. And there's lots of information how to make the coils everywhere on my YouTube channel, on my Patreon. Make sure they're all pointing in the same direction for obvious reason. Then you're going to use that evil tape, that evil tuck tape that I keep pulling the hair out of my arms with. And then you gotta tape them all up, secure them. And then the hardest part is to cut the shape of that foamy, that yoga mat. Then I use a spray-on glue, which stank the basement forever. And I put that on, squeezed it together, and let it sit like this for a while.